Kolkata Knight Riders today is at the top of the IPL pile in the top two positions. And if form is anything to go by, one has to say that Kolkata will possibly finish in the top two, giving themselves that extra chance that every franchise wants in the playoffs. If we take the last few seasons, Kolkata did not have the best of times. The team looked disjointed and most of the key players were not in form. One of them was Sunil Narine. Sunil was instrumental in Kolkata winning the title way back in 2013, but thereafter seemed to have lost his touch. His batting was gone. He was batting way down the order, and sometimes that he was promoted, he just got out and gifted his wicket away. Clearly, it was a matter of confidence. If you see some of the others, including Andre Russell, he looked unfit in 2022 or 2023. The zing was missing. Yes, Dre Russ did win Kolkata a couple of games, but those were few and far between. Clearly, they needed the Midas touch. Bring in Gautam Gambhir. It was an inspired move by the Shah Rukh Khan-led franchise that got back their former skipper as mentor of the Kolkata franchise. And now, if players are to be believed, it is the Gautam touch that has contributed immensely to Kolkata being at the top of the pile. Take the case of Sunil Narine. Time and again, Sunil has been given the license to kill at the top of the order, and the results are clear evidence that the move has paid off. Narine has got 100, he's got an 80, and he has demolished quite a few teams that have come his way. And with the ball, it is as if Sunil Narine has turned the clock back. By far, he is the most valuable player in this IPL. Even Andre Russell, the way he is flinging his body around, the way he is bowling, the intensity that he is bringing to his game is very refreshing to see. It is all the Gautam Gambhir effect. Overall, Kolkata looks to be a side that is well capable of going the distance, and that is where Gautam is perhaps making a difference. Giving confidence to youngsters like Harshit Rana or Vaibhav Arora, or bringing in Varun Chakrabarti back to his best, Gautam Gambhir has made a significant difference to KKR. The kind of cricket that Phil Salt, for example, is playing at the top of the order is extremely refreshing to see. Between Narine and Phil Salt, they are one of the most destructive opening pairs in this particular IPL. For Kolkata to be able to travel to Mumbai and beat Mumbai and then to travel to Lucknow and beat Lucknow has been two stellar performances. What is also important is the way Gautam Gambhir has backed Mitchell Starc. Starc has had a very ordinary IPL till he finally redeemed himself in the match against Mumbai. Had it been someone else, he could have been benched by now. Starc was given a break and then brought back. That's the whole beauty of handling players and the skill of man management. Eventually, the big Australian proved his worth in Mumbai against Mumbai. It was a fantastic spell, and once again, people are giving credit to Gautam Gambhir. Going into the business end of the tournament, the way Kolkata Knight Riders has performed, few would want to bet against them. And a large part of the credit is being given to the dugout, i.e. to Gautam Gambhir. We don't know whether they will be able to go the distance, but what we do know is that in terms of strategy, Kolkata will not be lacking. Gautam Gambhir, as mentor of Team Lucknow, had taken them to the playoffs 2 times in a row. Each time they faltered when it mattered and couldn't make the final. With Kolkata, he will want to go the distance, take that extra step, make the final, and perhaps lift that trophy that he had once done as captain. Let's see if that happens, but for the moment, Gautam Gambhir has clearly made a difference to the fortunes of the Kolkata Knight Riders.
I don't think so. A lot of people have experienced what I've experienced, which is probably starting 2014 IPL with 3 ducks. It can't get worse than that for anyone. So probably that is extreme pressure. pressure is not when I was playing Pakistan in 2007 because I had runs under my belt. Pressure was not when I was playing Sri Lanka in 2011. I still had runs behind my back. But then imagine starting 2014 IPL, that also in Dubai, where you start the first three games with a duck, and then you scored one in the fourth game. And I remember we were staying at Ritz-Carlton, and obviously when I scored my third duck, and I think we were just probably roaming around, and a lot of people were talking about my form and stuff. And I remember telling them that you should not even talk about my form because I don't even know what kind of a form I am in, because I've literally faced 5 or 6 deliveries in 3 games. The form is when you struggle for 20 or 30 balls and you're not able to hit the ball in the middle. And the only time I've probably, as a captain in KKR, and I have no shame, I've never, the only time I actually probably in my 7 years of KKR captaincy, where I felt ashamed of myself as a leader, was when I actually in the fourth game promoted Manish Pandey to open the batting, and I batted at number 3 because he was scoring runs at number 3 and I wasn't. I did not even score a run, and he got a duck and I got one. And I remember going back to Trevor Bayliss and telling him that I think it's time for me to drop myself. And he said that why? I said because I think this is the first time as a leader I'm ashamed of myself that I was trying to probably protect myself. A leader does not protect himself. I think a leader is someone who should be the first one taking the bullet, not probably sending someone else to take a bullet. And then he said, give yourself one more game. And I remember I was in absolute extreme pressure. We were playing against Rajasthan Royals, 5th game, and me and Bisla opening the batting, and Bisla came to me and told me that, can I face the first ball? I said, irrespective of what happens, I think I'm going to face the first ball. I'm absolutely ashamed of myself, what I did in the previous game. Today is the day where I'm going to face the first ball, whatever happens. And that was the only time where I was in extreme pressure, and I promised myself that I'm going to still look to hit the ball. First ball, it was Kane Richardson I smashed it for 4. So that is what is called mental strength. I did not have that one game before that, but yes, because I was so ashamed of myself, I could not sleep the whole night for whatever I did as a leader. But the next day, I promised myself before the next game that irrespective, I'm going to still look to hit the first ball if it's in my area, and I'm going to back myself. So what? If I don't score runs, the worst thing that can happen is I will drop myself as a leader, and that I should be absolutely capable of doing it.
I think we have a great team this season. Obviously, with Venkatesh Iyer coming back as our captain, and again solidifies our batting lineup, and with the signing of Mitchell Starc, I think who's amazing with the new ball and at the death. I think KKR looks very strong this season, and we are hoping to have a crackerjack of the season. Yeah, it's very inspirational, and I'm really grateful and fortunate that I am able to share dressing room with a legend like Gautam Gambhir sir. What he has done not just for KKR, but the impact that he has created in Indian cricket and world cricket, to be honest, is nothing short of amazing. What he has done for the game is something that inspires us to go and play this game. And he's such a team person. The words that he speaks to players ooze confidence, and listening to him, talking to him, after the end of that conversation, you feel like you're ready for the battle. You're ready to go out there and win against any opposition in the world. Such is the impact that he has created. And he is also an amazing tactician, the sharp brain, and he's always spoken about creating an impact rather than individual milestones, and that is something that stands out in Gautam Gambhir's approach towards the game.